right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakudash, the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth to rule well. I'm the brother Izar, and I wanted to actually go into the mark of the beast, and then Lord willing, wherever the Spirit leads me. All right, so this is Revelations chapter 13 and verse 16. And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads. All right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right? Now, returning back to the top, it says, Revelations 13 and 16, and He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, you have people like Nate, okay, that are saying that mark of the beast is not a microchip. All right, you have people like ISUBK and these different Israelites, man, saying that the mark of the beast is not the RFID chip, saying that the mark of the beast, the MOB, is philosophy or what was one of them? I heard it was not keeping the Sabbath is the mark of the beast. All right, John 3:16 is the mark of the beast. That's bullshit, man. All right, because the mark of the beast is one world currency. Okay, the world currency is what the mark of the beast is going to entail of. Okay, the mark of the beast is not going to entail of going to the store and saying I'm a Democrat, or I believe in democracy, or I believe in Christianity, and say that it's okay for you to buy whatever you want to buy. You can continue to buy. Well, what are you going to buy with? Okay, what are you going to buy with, man? Because the dollar is soon to collapse. Okay, and if the dollar collapses, America's not going to go to the euro or to the yen. Okay, we're not going back to gold and silver. All right, so what is Esau Edom setting up? A credit system. All right, setting up a system to where you get digital money. So how are you going to get that digital money? It's going to be through that RFID chip. Because through the RFID chip, you can buy your chips at work. You can clock in, okay? And they can keep track of your heart rate. They can keep track of your health rate. They can keep track of you, all right? Saying that it's the benefit for humanity. They can tell you when you're gonna have a heart attack, all right? According to the way your lifestyle of eating, your lifestyle of whatever, man. They can say, hey, look, your body's experiencing what is it called? When your body compulses, you're about to have a heart attack, all right? And then they can attend you right away before you even have the heart attack, man. That chip can detect things within your body. All right, kind of like an X-ray, but an X-ray is damaging, and so is that RFID chip, man. So pretty soon they're gonna be introducing that thing worldwide, okay? And that's gonna be the MOB. Whether they're prepping it up through the vaccines, which we don't even want those damn vaccines anyways, and we don't encourage any brothers or any sisters, all right, that watch to take that vaccine. Okay? That's a foreign object to your body, man. That's why you have those people that are getting paralyzed. It's temporarily, but still. This is a wicked man, putting those foreign elements into your body. Okay? So he's gonna cause, all right? That means he's gonna force, you know? You got atheists out there in the world, man. Okay? So do they have the mark of the beast? Are they gonna be saved because they don't? You know? You have to be able to get into the whole spectrum of the MOB. You know? You have atheists in America, man. You have Jakes that are atheists. You know? Edomites that are very atheist. Okay? That means that they don't believe in a theo, which means God in the Greek. You know? They don't believe in a God, man. You see? So can they receive the mark of the beast if it's philosophy, if it's Christianity? No. All right? That doesn't make sense. They can't buy with atheism. You know? So it has to make sense. And it has to make sense to the perfection, man. 100% truth. Right? Because the next verse, Revelations 13 and 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Okay? You have Israelites that are saying that's talking about tariffs and you know, taxation, you know? And if they don't, if you don't want to accept democracy, they can cut you off completely. Yeah, that's true. But that goes into his system, the Roman system. Okay? That doesn't go into the buying and selling. Because when you get down to those countries that are estranged from America, okay, they're still buying and selling within their countries. You know? So then clearly the tariffs, all right, don't apply, and democracy does not apply. That goes into the image, man. All right? That goes into the system of the beast. You know? So let me read that again. Revelations 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast. Okay? So if you have the name, you can't buy or sell, or the number of his name. All right? Those three things. Okay? And if you have one, you're more likely going to get the other. All right? So if you're with the democratic system, if you're with with Esau Edom, all right, then you're gonna do what he pushes out, right? Or the number of his name. And what is his number, man? You know, if you understand the number, then you would understand that the mark of the beast, all right, the MOB, is the same thing as the RFID. You know? But that's why we watch these videos, man. That's why we watch the elders, all right? That's why we watch the apostles, and that's why we watch brothers' videos, man. Because it brings forth edification, and it brings a deeper root, okay, into this knowledge that we possess. You know? But then you have self-made Israelites, man, that are deceiving the people, deceiving the multitude, saying, oh, no, you know, the mark of the beast is actually this, trying to comfort them, man. All right? That's not what the scriptures are about. Scriptures are not about comforting the wicked, okay? Scriptures are about comforting the elect, man. And how do you comfort the elect? By telling them the good news. This place is going to be fucking destroyed because the elect are not going to be attached to this world, man. You know? You're going to tell them what they need to hear. You're an Israelite, okay? Keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to the best of your ability. Pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay? Preach if there's a necessity laid upon you. Prophesy if there's a necessity laid upon you, man. But my people won't listen. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, they won't listen. All right, you tell them that the mark of the beast is the RFID, and they're like, oh, but I gotta buy milk for the babies, and I gotta buy food for my wife, and I gotta do this, and I gotta go to the gym, so I gotta buy some protein. That's attaching yourself to the world, man. Whenever you go into the world, the word holy, that word holy means separate. Okay? That word holy means separate. You have to separate yourself from this world, man. Whether little by little, all right, if the Most High increases you instantly, then he's going to increase you instantly, you know? But that separation from this world, that's what kicks off, man. You know? Once you come into this truth, when you start learning, there comes a separation, man. You know? And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to have you endure through that. You know? Through that wisdom, that knowledge, and understanding. Because when the time comes, and they present the RFID chip, because they will, what the hell are you going to do? If you don't believe the mark of the beast is the RFID, what are you going to do, man? You know? They can't do anything. They won't do anything. You know, they're going to take it. Whenever you're iffy about something, you're probably going to lean towards what the flesh wants, unless you're part of the elect. You know? If you're looking at a woman and she's taken, and you don't know that that's adultery, and you want to go in with her, and she wants you to go in with her, you take counsel among yourself, okay? Take counsel amongst yourself, and you say, well, she's taken to somebody else. I wouldn't like that if that happened to me. Well, you know what? I wouldn't marry a harlot to begin with. You know? And then you go into that woman, all right? Because you're going to lean towards the flesh, man. Unless you're a spiritual man, all right? So I'll come back to this, but this is the book of Tobit, all right? Because, you know, I bring this up quite a bit, but Eleazar was a righteous man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know? And the thing, what he did, man, is he took counsel in what we didn't have counsel in growing up. Okay? Eleazar was grown up, you know, a grown man, an elder, but he grew up since he was a child as an Israelite, knowing he was an Israelite. He kept the laws, the statutes, the commandments. He was a righteous man, looked after the ways of Yahweh, you know, because at that time Yahweh Shai wasn't around. But I'm sure Eleazar is back again, looking after the ways of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so let me go to it. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 18. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. Okay, that means they were trying to force him. All right, they were causing him to eat swine's flesh. All right, verse 19. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth. So they try to cause him to take it, and he spit it back out, man. He was like, man, fuck this shit. Okay? And that's the mindset that the men of the Lord are in. That's the mindset Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has set his men in. They're trying to cause us to swallow this fucking earth, and we're gonna spit it back out, man. We don't want anything to do, all right, with this earth, man. We don't want anything to do with this planet and with the way that, or not the planet itself, all right, but with the way that it's being raised in a kingdom. You know? That's not what we want, because what we seek is an everlasting salvation, man. Not a temporal one, okay? We're not looking to please the people out in the streets. We're not looking to please, you know, the people watching. Okay, we're here to edify, man. You know? And even though edification sometimes can be pleasing, sometimes edification can come in as rebuke. You know? So it says, verse 19, but he choosing rather to die gloriously. All right, and that was just with some fucking bacon, man. You know, some pork. You know? That was just with some abominable food, man. How much more was something foreign and abominable to your body? Okay? In Revelations 14, it says, all right, and this is how I know Eleazar is back again in the world doing what he has to do. All right, Revelations 14 and 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth, yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. Okay? And even if it's not, you know, some great miraculous work, all right, that you know, some brothers might do, or, you know, fucking take out a million people out at once, you know, this work that we're doing right now, man, this is foolish to the world. Okay, but to the Most High, he chose the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. Okay, those wise men of the earth, you know, these supposed wise men, engineers and advocates, and, you know, all kinds of higher ups. Okay, they'll look at somebody like me, a poor man like myself, and they'll shame him. I mean, what the hell is this lunatic, all right, this crazy ass doing out in the streets? You know, holding a Bible. That's overplayed. It's done away with. It's overkill. You know, nobody's doing that anymore. Nobody believes in that anymore, and that's true. But we believe, okay, because we know that the warfare that we're fighting is not a carnal warfare, man. You know, we're fighting against principalities in high places, man. And what do those principalities in high places want? They don't want no fucking spiritual money. They don't want a spiritual kingdom either. They want a physical, tangible kingdom, man. Whenever you had the conquistadors come over to the Americas and they heard about a golden city, guess what they were looking for, man? They weren't looking for nothing spiritual. They were looking for a physical, tangible, literal golden city. They killed men, killed women, raped women, killed children, and raped children in order to find that fucking golden city that does not exist, man. Because the golden city is within. Okay? That city of gold and the fountain of youth. This is the fountain of youth, man. That golden city is within. That's why Yahweh Shai looked at the Pharisees and the scribes and he said, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. Okay? So if you're the temple of the Most High, how in the fuck are you going to put a foreign object inside your body and say the Most High doesn't care about that shit, man? Fucking Jake pisses me off, man. And that's why a lot of you are going to see death, famine, mourning, and you're going to look for those righteous men. You know? You're going to seek counsel. But the wise men of the earth, all right, the wise men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai sought counsel early, man. That's why Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai says, seek me while it's early. Seek him while he may be found. Because when that time comes, he won't be found, man. And how do we seek him? Through this word, through this life, through this water, man. All right, that's what Eleazar did. 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 20. As it behooved them to come, that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted. Okay? But they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for us to use, or for him to use, and make as if he did eat the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king. All right? So that they were like, yo, you know what? You don't have to break your laws. You don't have to break the commandments and statutes of the Most High. All right? But what you have to do is pretend like you did so that other people fall for it. All right? But you'll be safe. Okay? Not realizing, all right, because these people are fucking carnal, not realizing that there's a spiritual meaning to that, man. So if this carnal ass man thought, maybe we can go around the law, statutes, and commandments and fool the rest, How the hell do you think he's gonna be a spiritual mark of the beast, man? Stupid, okay? It's stupid. It's not a spiritual thing, man. That Christianity, the Catholicism, and all those religions, those go into the image of the beast, man. Do as thou willest. Whatever makes you happy, go with it. That's what he wants to push out, okay? But his actual currency, okay, is different. You know? The Most High made everything in its order. How the hell is he gonna make a spiritual currency for Esau, Edom to pay with, man? Through. You know? 2 Maccabees 6 and verse 22. That in so doing, he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. All right? So, you know, Eleazar was a top scribe. You know, he was a big name at that time. Okay? He was well known, old, an elder. Okay? So he was well known, and he was acquainted with, you know, the people that were over us at the time, which were, you know, the Greeks. All right, you had Ptolemy that was over us. All right, but they were part of that Greek Empire, you know, that was split into 4. So, you know, those people that were over us were like, look, we're trying to make a one world government under the Greeks. All right, so why don't you go ahead and join us? You know, why don't you go ahead and join us, and we won't have to kill you guys because you don't want to join us. You know, something simple as that, man. Something simple as eating swine's flesh in order to join ourselves unto them. Why? Because every time we came into power, all right, these heathen fell out of power. That's why whenever we were building the second temple, these heathen were trying to come up with us and, hey, we're trying to build with you too. That's not going to happen, man. This third temple, you definitely cannot come and sneak up in here, man. All right, because the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophets, and the spirit of an Israelite is subject to an Israelite, man. You're not gonna have no damn, you know, dark-skinned Edomite come up in here and play his way through all the way to salvation, man. It's not gonna happen, okay? Your spirit will be sought through real quick, just like that Egyptian, the day we came out of Egypt, okay? That Egyptian baby, that was just like, was an actual son of an actual Egyptian, okay? And he started fighting against Israel, you know? The same thing would happen, man. Which one was I gonna get? Let me just continue. Lord willing, it comes back to me. All right, but 2 Maccabees 6 and 23. And it says, but he began to consider discreetly, and as became his age, and excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straight ways, and send them to the grave. All right, he was like, man, you know what? You're trying to make me confuse my nation, and if I live for a little bit, the Most High is gonna fuck me up, man. All right, he was like, so please just dig a pit and put my ass in. You know, he chose death, man. He chose death rather than to take a foreign thing, an unlawful and abominable thing, to his body. Okay, and I read Revelations 14. This is Leviticus. You know, because these jakes, man, they try to be deep, all right, and they don't try to come up under the order. And what happens? They end up going off on doctrine, and they end up leading people astray. And Yahweh Shai said, those that gather not with me are against me. You know? In Luke 11 and 23, he said, but those that are, if you are against me, if you are not, but those that are not with me are against me, and those that gather not with me scatter. And that's what you're doing, man. You're scattering. All right, confusing the people, saying there's no such thing as reincarnation, saying that you can wear dreadlocks. Okay? Fucking through, man. This is Leviticus. Salakia. Salak. Pages are stuck. This is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 27. Salakia, verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh. And when you go into the book of Timothy, it says, she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Okay? So this new revised Roman Empire is living in pleasure. Okay? And while she lives in pleasure, she's dead. You know? So if she's going to cause you to take a mark, okay, which that word mark is actually here as well, Leviticus 19 and 28, nor print any marks upon you, I am Yahweh. And that word print means to press down with great force. All right? And that word mark is the word kwai, which is an incision. You see? So the scriptures come to life, man. So that mark of the beast, all right, regardless whether you believe in it being the RFID chip or not, that RFID chip is the mark of the beast, man. All right, because now going back to the book of Revelations chapter 13 and verse 16, it says, and he caused it, all right, and again that word cause is to make, all right, a verb, to make, to cause something to happen, you know? It says, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, okay? And that word receive is to take, you see? When you receive something, you take something, okay? To take, it says a mark, okay? Now that word mark is the word charagma. Strong's G, I believe it was 5480, okay? Strong's G 5480, charagma, you know? Which is an imprinted or a carved mark, okay? So that word kwai and charagma come from the same meaning, which is an incision. You see? An incision, man. Okay? So if Eleazar, being a righteous scribe, okay, because there were righteous scribes, there were righteous Pharisees, and there were wicked Pharisees and wicked scribes. Just like nowadays, you have righteous Hebrew Israelites that are teaching the correct doctrine, and then you have wicked Hebrew Israelites that are not teaching the correct doctrine, man. It's the same thing, man. It's the same damn thing, okay? The book of Ecclesiastes goes into that which was, is to be, you know? There's no new thing under the sun, man. So the same thing that happened back then is happening again now. And this is the Roman Empire. You know? It's the same thing over and over, man. You know? So it says, that word mark is charagma, which is imprinted or carved mark. The word in Leviticus 19:28 is mark. Strong's H 7085, kwai, which is an incision or an imprint. Okay? And again, that word print is to press down with great force. You know? So going back to Eleazar, in 2 Maccabees 6 and verse 24, it says, for it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar being 80 years old and 10, that means 90 years old, we're now gone to a strange religion, okay? And we're not gonna go to no strange religion, all right? We're not gonna go to no strange foreign thing, man, okay? We're sticking straight with the scriptures. And if the scriptures, all right, when it's broken down correctly, lets you see that the mark of the beast is a sword, all right? You get a sword when you receive the MOB, the RFID, you get a sword as well, okay? It lets you see it's a physical, tangible sword, man. All right, when you go into the root word of it, when you go into the adjectives and the verbs and the nouns and the pronouns, okay, and the prefix and the suffix, and you go into the breaking down of the actual word and what it represents and what tense it comes in, okay, you begin to see the full picture. All right. But certain Israelites only want to go into certain words, man. Certain Israelites want to go into the word all, okay? And see, it's only talking about Israel. And then when they go to the word charagma, okay, they say, oh, that word mark is a mark, you know? And that mark is a spiritual mark. No, nigga, look at the root word, man. It means an imprinted or a carved mark. Usually, if it's actually referenced ever, okay, to a spiritual thing, it'll say metaphor, all right? It'll say metif, period, and then it'll say a spiritual mark placed upon so-and-so, and then they'll give you an example. But it doesn't say that. Why not? Because it's not a spiritual thing, man. It's a tangible, physical thing. You know, this man is laying up treasures for himself. Esau Edom is laying up treasures for himself, okay? Always has and always will be the same way. And that's why he has to be put to death. That's why he has to be done away with, man. And now all of a sudden, this man is fucking spiritual. This man now knows what the spirit entails of, and he's just a spiritual man now. You know, the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, point blank, period, man. You know, so continuing on, all right, and this will probably go to a different lesson.